be overpowering. start, I kindly ask that you take a moment to check your phones and ensure that they are on silent. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome everyone to the Richmond High School's Class of 2025 graduation ceremony. Please join me in welcoming our wonderful school district and Richmond staff
flight staff, host colors. Present march.
Please join me now in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Court, march. Right face. Forward march. Left turn. March.
Please be seated. Faculty, staff, board members, family, and friends of our graduates, welcome and thank you for joining us this evening to honor the class of 2025. We thank all of you who are in attendance tonight, whether here in person with us or streaming the ceremony, for providing the support and guidance that has fostered the success of these amazing students before us. Each year, the Student Council Senior Class President is asked to give an opening speech for the graduation ceremony. And that year, the honor goes to Sophia Lauk. Sophia is the daughter of Jessica Lauk and James Lauk. She'll be attending Viterbo University in the fall to major in elementary education. Please join me one more time to welcome Sophia Lauk to the podium.
Thank you, Ms. Benson. Good evening, everyone. I couldn't be more excited and honored to welcome you all to the 139th NRHS High School Commencement Ceremony for the class of 2025. It is today that we celebrate all of our hard work and memories that we have shared for the past 13 years. Thank you to the school board, administrators, teachers, staff, family, and friends for all being here. And for those who may not be present tonight, but are always with us. At this time, I would like to acknowledge our classmates enlisting into the military. We honor your determination and loyalty to not only us, but to our country. We can never thank you enough. Now, at this time, I would like to take a moment to recognize the yellow flower arrangement and painted rock found on stage. These are in remembrance of our classmate and friend, Morgan Green. It is fitting that Morgan's favorite color was yellow, as it reminds us of her spirited personality and contagious smile. There are many yellow Morgan rocks that have been placed around town by family and friends. This rock will be added to that collection. Now please, join me in a moment of silence for Morgan. Thank you. As class president, I feel as though I have had the opportunity to get to know my classmates a little better by creating the Instagram post for my peers' plans after high school. Classmates, I could not be more inspired by all of you. All of us have had big dreams since childhood that might have meant at being a doctor, a princess, or even a zookeeper. While some of those dreams are easier to accomplish than others, I can see that all of us are on the route of truly accomplishing those dreams. No matter where life takes us, I will always be grateful to have been a part of the class of 2025. Now, my classmates and I have a list of people long overdue for things. So, here it goes. Thank you to our community for being the foundation of our growth, our administration for their support and dedication to our well-being, the nutrition department for providing food to fuel our growing bodies and minds, our custodial staff for keeping our schools clean and being a kind face in the hallway, our coaches for continuously pushing us, our teachers for unconditional encouragement and never doubting us, and finally, our guardians for their love and support. You all have encouraged us, provided, and molded us into the people who we are today. Classmates, as you go out into the world to make your dreams become reality, you'll see and recognize our community through many little things you will encounter throughout your life. Whether our life's goal is here in New Richmond or wherever we land, those little things will always remind us that we are alumni of New Richmond High School. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Running
Good evening. I too would like to welcome everyone to the School District of New Richmond Class of 2025 Graduation Ceremony. Wow, you can feel the excitement. It's just so great to see so many smiling faces and that proud energy here tonight. Thank you for being here. I want to begin by thanking our entire staff for inspiring and supporting our graduates to prepare them for a very bright future. Please give our staff a round of applause. Class of 2025, on behalf of all of the staff, I'd like to extend a very sincere congratulations on your graduation. We wish all the best in your future endeavors. Tonight is my honor and privilege to recognize the 2025 Class of Distinction. This recognition is earned by seniors who have a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or higher, calculated at the end of the first semester senior year. These students are identified by the star next to their name in the graduation program and are most notably by the Class Distinction Medal that they were awarded. Would those students in the Class of Distinction for the New Richmond Class of 2025 please rise and be recognized? Again, we'd like to congratulate you on this distinct honor and we wish all of our graduates the best.
At this time, I would like to welcome I want to take a moment to introduce our valedictorians to you. Please hold your applause until they've all been introduced. First, Malia Warner. Malia is the daughter of Rachel and Nate Warner. She will attend UW La Crosse and major in public health to be an epidemiologist. Alex Modisette. Alex is the son of Lene and Chad Modisette. He will attend Iowa State and major in engineering. Emily Costrin. Emily is the daughter of Laura DeLuca and Davian Costrin. She will attend UW Stout to major in either engineering or biochemistry. Amber Stevens. Amber is the daughter of Amy and Chris Stevens. She will attend Iowa State to major in mechanical engineering with a minor in biomedical engineering. Mara Benedict. Mara is the daughter of Melanie and Mike Ryder and Liz and Tony Benedict. She will attend the University of Utah in Salt Lake City with a major in kinesiology and a minor in nutrition with plans to become a doctor of physical therapy. Ava Bell. Ava is the daughter of Brandy and Josh Bell. Ava will attend UW River Falls to major in mathematics and minor in Spanish. Mara Clennon. Mara is the daughter of Liz and David Clennon. She will attend Auburn University in Alabama to major in law and justice. Emma Humphrey. Emma is the daughter of Chris and Dave Humphrey. Emma will attend the University of Kansas to pursue a degree in aerospace engineering. Please join me in giving a big round of applause for our I now welcome our first speaker, Malia Warner, to the podium.
Thank you, Ms. Benson. Good evening, friends, family, faculty, and fellow graduates. Tonight, as we stand on the edge of this new chapter, I want to transport you all back to the chaotic, awkward days of middle school. A time where braces and bad haircuts were plentiful, questionable fashion choices were the norm, and hallways were clouded with the overpowering scent of Axe body spray. If middle school was a coming of age movie, it would be the one full of all the classic stereotypes. The jocks, the nerds, the theater kids, and, of course, the overachievers. Thinking back, I imagined high school to be something out of a movie. High School Musical, to be exact. I fully expected to walk into my freshman year and have my very own Troy Bolton moment. Maybe winning the big tennis match, excelling in all my classes, and somehow still having time to break into song on the rooftop. But high school turned out to be less like a musical and more like a behind-the-scenes video. Messy, unscripted, and full of retakes and scenes we didn't see coming. We spent more time trying to hit our marks and remember our lines than breaking into perfectly choreographed dance numbers. And those labels we carried from middle school? Yeah, those stayed in the script longer than we expected. We were all sold this idea that high school is the pinnacle, the moment that defines us, that shapes us into something complete, as if everything would magically fall into place once we walked across this very stage I stand on now. Our high school experience wasn't like High School Musical, so moving forward, I can guarantee life won't be a love story like The Notebook, a glow-up like The Princess Diaries, or a perfectly scripted coming-of-age montage like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Realistically, adulthood will probably not be a polished version of a movie either. We cannot step into the next chapter of our lives holding the same expectations we once held, as we all know real life is unpredictable, messy, and full of surprises. I'm sure all of us can think of identities that we want to carry with us. Maybe it's being known as the smart one, or the musical one, or maybe even the class clown. Use your best qualities as a foundation to build on as you navigate the challenges ahead. Now, there are also stereotypes that might have felt like they defined us, but they don't have to anymore. So whether we choose to carry forward the best parts of who we become or let go of what no longer fits, the important thing is that we get to decide, and it's a choice we get to make every single day. Class of 2025, we are the directors, the actors, and the writers of our own future stories, and they are only just beginning. Thank you, and congratulations. Our next speaker is no stranger to the stage as both a show choir member and an actor. Please welcome my hilarious classmate and co-valedictorian, Alex Monson.
Thank you, Aaliyah. Now, a lot of you probably recognize me as Buddy the Elf from Elf the Musical earlier this year. From fighting a mall Santa to eating syrupy spaghetti with my hands, it brought me so much joy to bring laughter to literally thousands of people. My time spent performing Elf was so great, in fact, that I stopped and considered, should I become an actor? Well, many others began reinforcing this sentiment, including my family, friends, and even audience members. People said to me, you should commit to acting. You should follow your dreams. Or even, you should go to Juilliard. But when I looked into what being an actor actually meant, I realized how much that reality terrified me. Because acting is a potentially unstable career where you're dependent on stressful auditions and an unreliable income. So instead, I just decided to go with the next best option, Engineering. Obviously, very natural progression from acting. My want for stability was enough to override the shoulds that might have pushed me towards acting. But I still feel like maybe I may have made the wrong decision. Seniors, we have spent over a decade preparing ourselves for what comes next. Now, we decide what to do with our futures. And these decisions carry a lot of weight. Making life-changing decisions is stressful, confusing, and scary. We want to succeed. We want to live our best possible lives. And we want to have a perfect future. But with every decision, there comes a crossroads. And it just feels like any wrong step can mess up absolutely everything that we work towards. Many of us set up pros and cons lists to confront this dilemma, but then those lists just fill with opposing forces. Shoulds and wants, risks and rewards, fears and hopes. And committing to a single decision just feels so daunting. So, in the sea of pressure, how are we supposed to make the right choice? Well, I don't think it's about the pros and cons. These lists just force us to think about what we're giving up to make a decision, and they leave us regretful. Instead, what matters is that whatever choice you end up making has to leave room for fulfillment. Fulfillment is kind of a difficult term to define, but here's what I think it is. It is not just happiness, because happiness is a single moment. Instead, fulfillment is a string of happiness, a string of happy moments connected together. It's kind of like raising a child. The child being born is such a happy moment, and yet their first time speaking, walking, making friends, going to school, graduating, that whole experience, that is what fulfillment is. And so did I give up fulfillment by not choosing acting? No, because fulfillment is not limited to one specific path. It's not about making the boldest choice, following the riskiest road, or getting the most unique identity. What matters is finding a direction that brings you purpose and joy, and you can't really make a wrong choice if you're going in that direction. So, when making a big decision, let the nerves cool, take a breath, and remember this: fulfillment is not found in the path itself. It's in how you walk it. Thank you, everyone. Up next, we have someone who is also going into engineering, so we both get to experience the really terrific workload that's going to be happening next year. So please welcome Emily Kostrin.
Thank you, Alex. When Albert Einstein is mentioned, your first thoughts might be his crazy hair, or his contributions to science, politics, and even philosophy. What you might not consider is the challenges and obstacles that he had to overcome. People in the early 1900s thought of Einstein's approach to science lacked any form of logic or coherence. In fact, he was considered a madman. However, his non-conforming method stretched the boundaries of knowledge at that time, and even while experiencing public mockery, he has continued to stay true to his convictions, which brought us scientific breakthroughs such as E=mc². Another respected figure in history is Madame Curie, a scientist who discovered world-altering concepts such as radioactivity, which is the foundation of modern medicine. She was a woman interested in a male-dominated field during a male-dominated period, and was viewed as unreliable just because of her gender. Despite these challenges that she faced, Madame Curie's persistence in staying true to herself and her ideas created countless opportunities for women, especially to enter a world previously known only to men. Finally consider Adam Sandler. From starting as a stand-up comedian on SNL to an actor known for his roles in comedy, musician, child movies, and writer and musician. Such wide-ranging success could go to one's ego, yet Adam Sandler has remained true to his personal convictions. From his family values to charitable donations, he has remained true to himself, even down to what he wears, especially in places where the dress code asks for something fancier. like the Golden Globes. So class of 2025, and everyone listening, we should be inspired by Albert Einstein, Madame Curie, and Adam Sandler, not because of their success, but because they've been true to themselves, by thinking as individuals and not conforming to the indoctrination of society. No matter your age, no matter the stage of life you're in, be who you are, and do not be afraid to remain true to yourself. Our differences are what makes us unique. These differences make our world worth living in, where we can explore and discover new things. If we have the same type of personality, behaviors, and reasonings, we would simply become a copy and paste of another. We must embrace our individuality and live our lives in our own ways. Like Albert Einstein, Madame Curie, and Adam Sandler, our personal convictions have made us who we are today. High school may be ending, but our lives are just beginning. We are the next generation. We need to stay true to ourselves. We need to think independently, and we need to continue to grow and avoid conformity. So, to those who are graduating, may you find success in all that you do. Now let me introduce you to a girl who's not afraid to be herself, Amber Stevens.
Thank you, Emily. To some of you, my experience as a pumpkin grower is not a new story. But for those of you that it is, I shamelessly invite you to Google it later, where you will find pictures of 3-year-old me standing next to my dad as he accepted his world record title in 2010. I started to grow my own pumpkins in the summer of 2017, when I was 10 years old. Okay, so I did it with my dad's help, but obviously I was going to take credit for any success we had. And yet, I had no idea the work involved. Planting the seeds, watering daily, burying the vines, pruning the plant, covering and uncovering the pumpkin with blankets. Don't get me wrong, there were fun days too. I got to catch salamanders hiding under the walking boards and watch as my pumpkin grew from the size of my fingernail to nearly a ton. The pumpkin I was growing already weighed more than 1,000 pounds when I got the call from my dad that it had split, which meant it was unable to be entered for competition. I was completely defeated. Just like that, everything I worked for, gone. Apparently, we couldn't let the split pumpkin rot in our garden, so we had to do something I had never considered: carry it all away. As we chopped the giant fruit into liftable portions, I felt every hour I worked was being hauled away with it. This whole experience was extremely humbling. I'm sure we've all heard, your hard work will pay off, and oh, they just didn't work hard enough, but I know you will. I realized real quickly that these phrases simply aren't true. There is no equation that says hard work equals success, because it doesn't. Yet, I was and am proud of all the work I put into the garden that summer. I can now see the growers that made the podium not with a feeling of jealousy, but a renewed feeling of inspiration to put in the effort despite the result. So, as I stand before you, class of 2025, I want to recognize not the cap and gown we are all wearing today, but something that is worth more: the process and effort it took to get us here. I am confident we will all have experiences where we will work hard, but not finish first. Or maybe not finish at all. But here's the thing: that result is out of our control. And we cannot discredit those who have worked hard their entire lives, but don't have luck on their side, or live in a system not in their favor. So yes, it would feel better to show people my awards for my years as a pumpkin grower, but what I should be showing them are the pictures of me walking through the garden. The ones of me sweating while I bury vines and water the plant. Because ultimately, we can't see someone's success by their number of trophies, but by the dirt under their nails. Thank you. I'd like to now introduce someone who I shared many laughs with in elementary school art class. We both agree it's a good thing we found different talents. Please join me in welcoming Mara Benedict.
Thank you, Amber. Some of you may know me as that runner, or that girl you see running all around town. And to everyone who has waved or honked at me throughout the years, I would just like to say thank you. Okay, so I wasn't always that runner. I joined cross country not having any real expectations, but over the years, I run an abundance of important races. My most obvious is competing at state for 4 years and even placing 5th as a junior. My most memorable is winning the Roy Griak Invitational against over 300 girls. But my most impactful race will always be my first ever cross country meet. But not for the reason you may think. It's a long story, but to keep it short, it was Saturday, August 28th. When 5 minutes into the 2.5-hour drive to Unalaska, we started hearing weird noises. Yup, our bus is broken. Immediately I started freaking out. I didn't even know if we were still going to be able to race. And by the time we got to the course, I was slapping on my race bib, taking off my warm-ups, when Coach Kelly pulled me aside and told me something I will never forget. She looked me straight in the eye and said, "You have a really good shot at winning this race." I just thought, not me, a freshman, winning? I hear the crackers starting on. We're off. And for that first mile, I stayed behind those two older runners. But then I heard Coach in my head saying, "Push yourself." So I just ran past them. Winning that race created a new conflict. Growing up, my stepdad constantly told me, "Mara, there will always be someone out there that is better than you." Now, while I was running, I heard both my coach and my dad. On one side, I heard my coach saying, "Mara, you have the ability to win." And on the other side, I heard my stepdad saying, "Mara, there is always someone to catch." I had to learn how to win while also being humble. I decided that even after I crossed the finish line, I would pull back to cheer everyone on and pick up the runners up as they tumbled. It would have been easy to let winning get to my head, but that's not what I've been taught to do. Even though I won, I always had to strive to be better. When I crossed the finish line of my last cross-country race, the emotions I felt were indescribable. Something I had put all of my energy into for the past 4 years was suddenly over. No more quick trip stops with the team, no more team huddles before the race, no more warm-ups or cool-downs, and definitely no more broken down buses. In life, we all have that one thing that defines us. Maybe you're a musician, a professional, a parent, but what happens when there's no more concerts? You retire, or your kids move out. Graduates, our lives are shifting. After today, we are no longer high school students. How will we choose to define ourselves now? Who do we want to be? Whatever you decide, be the best version of yourself. Always be humble as you listen to the voice that pushes you to reach your goals, and yet always be humble as you're reminded that there's always someone out there that is better than you. So, next time you see me running, come run with me. Remember, I'm not chasing titles anymore, it's all just for fun. The more the merrier. Thank you. It's my honor to introduce someone who's been by my side, not just at the top of the class, but also a few feet away in our locker bay. My friend, co-valedictorian, and especially my locker buddy, Ava Bell.
One of the most common and sought-out questions among students anywhere is, what's for lunch? It's one of the first things students look for in the daily announcements, and if you ask any elementary student what their favorite class is, I bet a good majority of them would say lunch. People love food. Students get excited when someone brings treats to class. Adults get through daily meetings by bringing snacks to share. And let's face it, we eat way too much of it around the holidays. But I didn't come all this way to stand up here and tell you to eat your vegetables or share a secret family recipe, but rather to talk about something a little bigger. Humans are hardwired for food. We come together in various ways over it and thrive over such connections with other people. While food may bring us to the table, it's really those interactions with others that we're craving. Each of us are dependent upon others for encouragement, accountability, and challenging one another, and we have a need to maintain strong relationships with others. People can only go so far on their own before they realize they simply just can't and do in fact need some sort of community. And yet, sometimes we humans, as flawed as we are, fail to maintain such connections well. Social media captivates our attention, causing us to tune out our surroundings, maybe even ignoring other people in the process. We don't always do a good job of being present and actively listening to each other. We butt heads and put up walls towards those who disagree with us, as though it is somehow possible for everyone to be unanimous. We get impatient with people, put ourselves first, and shy at others for their mistakes while ignoring our own. If I'm being completely honest, I have to say that we present ourselves more as the divided States of America than the United States of America. But if we actually took the time to look up from our feet and observe and engage with those around us, that script would be flipped. And we would find an entire world filled with people whose basic needs we can meet in some way, and who can also be there to meet ours. Everyone has common grounds upon which we can connect, work, and thrive together without discontentment. Being united isn't necessarily about always agreeing, but rather being able to interact respectfully with each other. Just as the various parts of the human body use nutrients from food to work together and keep us alive, so humans need to work together to create strong senses of community that keep us flourishing. As we step out into the real world, let's establish stronger relations with each other by keeping in mind the importance of community and human connection. Be present with those around you. Find the common grounds between each other. Remember that you are no greater than anyone else, as we are all perfectly and equally capable of making both mistakes and successes. By doing so, we will create more unified families, schools, communities, and ultimately, a united nation. Thank you. Next, I would like to welcome my co-valedictorian, our horse rider, Mara Lennon.
Thank you, Ava. As many of you know, much of my time in high school was spent outside the classroom around horses. However, for a final time, I definitely do not race horses on a racetrack. I am way too tall and way too fearful of speed for that. What I actually do is show horses in an arena. Competing at the highest levels in the show pen has helped me develop the core qualities to succeed. These important qualities also translate to our last 13 years of schooling. This evening, I'm going to reflect on the qualities of grit, adaptability, and embracing change through the lens of what I know best. The intricacies of horsemanship, my favorite class of horse shows, taught me grit. Horsemanship is a class proving connection with your horse while living a pattern. Think Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart commentating at the Olympics, but in a perfectly shaped cowboy hat. Horsemanship is all about precision, control, and putting in the work to refine even the smallest of details. You can't expect to practice once and be great, and I'm not sure crying is mandatory, but I sure did a lot of it. For us, school was no different. It took long nights studying, extra hours spent practicing, determination to push through challenges, and quite possibly, some crying. But grit is what allowed us to overcome setbacks and to stand here tonight. ready for the next challenge. Speaking of the next challenge, trail is the best example of adaptability I can think of. A standard trail pattern is made up of multiple obstacles with colorful poles configured into intricate designs. The unique thing about trail is that no course is ever the same. You have to adjust each obstacle, stay focused, and recover quickly if something goes wrong. I would equate hitting a pole on a trail course to hitting a curb with your car. You grab your steering and pretend no one saw it. School required that same adaptability for us. We faced unexpected challenges and had to find ways to adjust. Success is not about avoiding obstacles. It's about learning how to navigate them with confidence like nobody's watching. Finally, Western riding is a pattern centered around lead changes, which perfectly represents our current stage of limbo between childhood and adulthood. Western riding is all about rhythm and timing. It requires precision, but also the ability to adjust seamlessly. High school has been full of metaphorical lead changes. We've had to transition from one challenge to the next, some planned, and some forcing us to adjust on the fly. We faced deadlines, exams, and moments where we felt completely overwhelmed. But we learned to keep our heads up, even when things felt uncertain. What Western riding taught me is that change isn't something to fear. It's something to embrace. Graduates, much like in the show pin, success in life won't always come from talent alone. But wherever life leads us, we carry the grit to persevere, the adaptability to navigate obstacles, and the mindset to embrace change. Proof that we are, without a doubt, ready for the ride ahead. Thank you. Our final speaker tonight is a dear friend of mine with a contagious smile. Please welcome my co-valedictorian and bestie, Emma Humphrey.
Thank you, Mara. Tonight, as we walk across the stage, toss our caps, and close this chapter, I want to speak to someone who's not sitting in front of me, or maybe not even in this room. I want to speak to the kindergartners who've just started school this year. Kindergartners. This year, you learn to count to 100, tie your shoes, and conquer the playground. Your backpack is almost as big as you are. Magic is real, and you can be anything you want to be. Your first exploration of this impossibly big and endlessly exciting world resulted in a flock of new companions. The friends sitting next to you at the coloring table, and the ones racing you to the swing set. At first, you make friends with the people who share the same favorite zoo animal, and that's perfect. Your definition of friendship is learning how to laugh at people and share snacks and play tag like it's a sport. But you will learn that as you grow, so do your friendships. Sometimes you drift apart. Sometimes you outgrow people, and sometimes they outgrow you. That's not failure, it's growth, which is good, even when it's hard. And now to the graduates. As we leave high school and step into the unknown, remember that it's okay to outgrow people, places, or even versions of yourself. But the world doesn't need more grown-ups who outgrow their imagination. It needs more people who can still find joy in sidewalk talk and starry skies and the sound of their favorite song playing through roll-down windows. And in the time since our friendships have evolved from playground buddies, we've learned some important lessons. Be yourself, even if your voice shakes. Be kind, even when anger is pumping through your veins. Be strong, even when your world feels like it's crumbling beneath you. And be confident, even when failure is tapping on your shoulder. When you find the people who feel like home, hold on to them tight. Experience life with them, because its best moments won't show up on your resume. Remember what it feels like to jump in puddles, to believe in magic, and to be wide-eyed and endlessly curious. Hold on to your sense of wonder, protect it, and let it guide you. So, if you're a kindergartner with less time than you think,
Embrace a world that still feels giant and new, and keep believing in endless possibilities. And if you're a high school graduate with more time than you realize, remember the barefoot kid inside of you before you started rushing towards grades, goals, and grades. And one day, maybe years from now, you'll look back at these halls you once felt small and lost in, and realize you're growing to someone pretty great. On behalf of all of my co-valedictorians, we would like to offer one final congratulations to the class of 2025. And to the class of 2038, our current kindergartners, we would like to wish you all the very best. The world is lucky to have you. Thank you. I want to extend my sincere thank you to our valedictorians for sharing your stories, your life lessons, and your advice. Let's give them one more round of applause. All right, class of 2025 is almost go time. In just a few minutes, you're going to receive your diplomas and mark your graduation from your Richmond High School. These diplomas represent the dedication, the time, the effort you put into your education, and they represent the culmination of your educational journey here at Richmond High School. We are very proud of your accomplishments. We wish you all the best for the future. The class of 2025 is a pretty special one. You are characterized by unparalleled competitiveness. I learned this my first year here when you were sophomores, and it was homecoming week, and you beat out the 11th and 12th graders in the class champs, which is almost unheard of, and just your school spirit has been unparalleled since. This class is also known for how involved you are, how giving you are, how savvy and intelligent and artistic and motivated you are. You've really left your mark on Richmond High School, and for that we are really grateful. We appreciate what you've brought to our school, both as a class and as individuals. Now, as your principal and representative of our faculty, I hereby recognize the full completion of graduation requirements set forth by the School District of Richmond. And I now recommend to the members of our school board, the class of 2025, for the distinction of graduation. I would now like to recognize Ms. Jody Neely, who will be reading our students' names as they cross the stage. Class of 2025, please come forward to receive your diplomas.
Nevaeh Ray Iles. Kyle James Alexander. William Matthew Allwood. Gwendolyn Mary Ames. Rachel Emerson. Devin Anthony Anderson. Rachel Michelle Anderson. Weston Lee Anderson. Riley Richard Annis. Ryan John Arndt. Mason Wayne O'Clair. Michael John Oust. Alex James Awney. Rachel Emily Backus. Braden Glenn Evenson Baker. Bjorn Christian Bonnet. Hayden Joseph Balduck. Caden Nicholas Barrett. Ethan Allen Bartle. Gabriel Stephen Bellabo. Ava Marie Bell. Mara Jo Benedict. Alan William Bentley. Avery Page Beskar. Connor John Bureau. Eric Howard Leck. Briar Addison Blitz. Frances Elizabeth Bowe. Joseph David Bowe. Reese Allen Bogus. Brady John Bohana. Jillian Rochelle Bonister. Samantha Anne-Marie Burling. Lily K. Bergood. Blake John Bio. Connor Lynn Castro. Claire Brielle Channing. Stephen Paul Chapman. Jack Stephen Charbonneau. Kyla Ann Clay. Mara Elizabeth Clennon. Robert Gerald Cody. Peyton Joseph Conroy. Elena Ray Coombs. Eric Curtis Crane. Soleil Andy Christ. Lillian June Denning. Maxwell Eugene Dirks. Adele Ann Dittman. Benjamin Jed Dittman. Kiera Bella Ditzler. William Edward Dressel. Reagan Michael Driscoll. Aiden Daniel Eckert. Alexandria Grace Eggers. Hunter Donald Dean Engstrom. Amalia Marie Engstrom. Matthias Einer Engstrom. Samuel James Erickson. Alexis Ellen Fiedler. Josiah David Fiedler. Dylan Patterson Finnegan. Chad Joseph Fonseca. Gage Thomas Fox. Jordan Carmine Romeo Freises. Danielle Joe French. Sienna Nelson Gaspard. Kiana Beth Gibson. Ethan Thomas Gillen. Abigail Rose Gray. Hayden Kenneth Green. Genevieve Emily Gretzlock. Owen Douglas Groth. Jan Carlo Gutierrez Duran. Maisie Adeline Halfmeyer. Lydia Grace Helene. Hayden Lee Halstead. Kaylin Lorraine Halstead. Keenan John Halverson. Callie Sue Hams. Cassidy Ann Rose Handy. Jonathan James Hartle. Nick Joseph Hawkinson. Ethan Jace Heiberg. Maggie Ann Heineke. Eden Lee Henning. Brody Aaron Herbison. Carter James Hickok. Brandon Alphonse Hiltner. Ivory Jean Gilmore Hintz. Ryland Wesley Gellman. Lee Fiona Holden. Adelaide Aurora Hosel. Donovan Joseph Hepner. Lance William Howard. Emma Ray Humphrey. Eliance Chikubitu Indabide. Brody Robert Iverson. Brody Robert Jackson. Brianna Marie James. Lauren Ray Jansen. Caden Allen Smith Johnson. Nathan Reed Johnson. Lillian A. Jorgensen. Luke Matthew Camish. Jackson James Kircher. Cody Jack Shelburne. Caleb Matthew Pine. Conrad John Knudsen. Brady Alexander Complin. Emily Grace Costrin. Max William Predovitz. Eli Michael Pryor. Nicholas Thomas Kruger. Samantha Ann Kurz. Addison Jean Quiddick. Canton Charles Langness. Evan Riley Larson. Sophia Marie Lau. Robert McCarty. Ryan Raymer McGillis. Addison Lynn McPherson. Alexis Nicole McElkey. Jonathan Michael Medini. Amelia Jean Mells. Magdalene May Merritt. Mia Lynn Meskill. Luke Thomas Mays. Christian Nathaniel Mitchell. Alexander James Modisette. Abraham Matthew Munson. Nora Avery Moon. Ariel Nucci Moa. Isaac Lee Mullen Carroll. Joaquin Bretta Gordon Munoz. Kinsley May Myrie. Reed Mazer. Avery May Nelson. Aubrey Sky Newman. Reese Nicole Nichols. Isaac William Knoll. Liam Charles Nordstrom. Gracie Lee Bowles. Allison Sue Olson. Kyla Ann Olson. Levi Paul Olson. Ashley Nicole Osorto Castillo. Ethan Ray Ponick. Lane Joseph Hashke. Jaden Marie Perez Figueroa. Emily Leslie Perez Mora.
It's all good. It's all good.
Ariana K. Peters. Gavin Roger Peterson. Owen Gary Peterson. Riley Joe Benjamin Philippi. Lila Rain Patak. Colton Michael Quitter. Courtney Noella Rackner. Kayla K. Brady. Connor Jason Raleigh. Luis Fernando Rafael Martinez. Dominic Joseph Redden. Jordan Jeffrey Rice. Hannah Rose Ritchie. Christian Allen Roberts. Ruby May Roberts. Dennis Francis Rock. Audrey Lynn Rogers. Giovanni Michael Ruggiero. Briella Kimberly Running. Tiana Lynn Ryan. Maria Rosalind Sachs. Dylan Matthew Sander. Andrew Thomas Sanders. Adele Rose Schilling. Stella Louise Schlafer. Natalie Rose Schmidt. Arian James Shoney. Jonathan Michael Schubert. Bennett Michael Scribner. Casey Marie Sharp. Kean Patrick Sims. Benjamin Joseph Scranstead. Alexis Nicole Smith. Haley K. Smithson. Jonathan Thomas Snow. Trevor Joseph Solon. Audrey Grace Solomon. Addison Elizabeth Solberg. Kurt Andrew Stadler. Maverick M. Stein. Jacob Michael Stenson. Lillian Rose Tesser. Taylor Lillian Thayer. Jeffrey Tyler Thompson. Zoe Tommy K. Thompson. Tragan Jacob Tim. Mason Howard Mark Toronto. Hannah Margaret Treble. Gabe Michael Turner. Hannah Maureen Teichel. Jake Charles Allwine. Hadley Ann Van Sumeren. Ian Ray Vienendahl. Owen Wyatt Vernon. Jordan Ray Von Wall. Peyton Lynn Wylich. Samantha Jo Louise Walden. JC Joe Wall. Malia Jean Warner. Magdalene Claire Waters. Caden John Werner. Cole Otto Werner. Nathan David Westmoreland. Sylvia Jaden Whipple. Madison Elizabeth Wolf. Brecken Lily Jean Wood. Brooke Kathleen Marie Rye. Jack Thomas Wiley. Nehemiah Harris Zapata. And Ava Joelle Zink.
Did he? Yeah, I'm so excited for him. Oh, awesome. What's he gonna do?
He does wildlife and video. He does like brand marketing.
I forgot about
We're
that.
connected on Facebook. If we are, I've posted some things that he's done.
You know, my Facebook shows me like this much of my group that I'm actually part of. So this is
Well, you look amazing. I'm so happy for you.
thank you.
Everything looks great. Sincerely, just genuinely so happy for you.
Yeah, I usually have a smile.
Yeah, it's nice. For you. Hi, beautiful.
People kept creeping in on me. What's going on? That's what I mean. I'm like, what is going on?